This last July, posted by Step Money. My husband and I run a little CBD store. He had some errands to do for me this day. He had been gone for a couple hours and I was starting to wonder where he was and why he was taking so long. Soon after this thought, he comes back and says to me, "You're not going to believe what just happened." Of course, I was curious and was like, "Do tell." He said he was driving down Melrose when he sees this little old man barely making his way down the sidewalk. The man had to be in his 80s or 90s. The temperature that day was hot and like 101. My husband decides to turn around and offer the little old man a ride. So he pulls his big truck around, pulling up to the little old fella, who has got himself propped up by holding a sign. He tells the little old guy to get in the truck and opens the door to him from the driver's seat. The little old guy gets himself in and advises he knows no English as he is Hispanic speaking. So he points the way home. My husband makes it to his home. The little old guy gets the truck door open and turns to say goodbye. My husband watches him go to a side gate that goes to the back of the house. The front door is overgrown and looks like no one ever uses it. He watches the man go through the gate to the door. At this point, my husband is thinking the little old guy must have been on his way to the grocery store, but was too hot and exhausted to get there. My husband goes to our home and packs a care package with a gallon of milk. He drives to the home that he dropped the little old Hispanic man off at. He then proceeds to get out of his truck and heads for the gate. At this time, the neighbor was in her yard and asked my husband if she can help him. He tells her he is just dropping by some food for the little old Hispanic man that doesn't speak English. She confirms he lives there, but then says he died 2 weeks ago and his wife is not at home. She's staying with family. My husband proceeded to argue that he had just dropped the man off. He described him to the neighbor and she said, "Yes, that is him." After my husband told me this, I was like, what the fuck? He didn't want to think about it anymore because it freaked him out so bad. He swears it happened and is totally freaked out. I still think about it. I've even driven by the house and no one lives there. The neighbors look at me like I'm crazy as I drive slowly by. The house still has no one living in it. Non-existing salad ranch showed up inside the salad container the next day. Posted by Sergio FX. A couple of months ago, I was at my girlfriend's house and we ordered dinner. She wanted a salad. When the order arrived and she opened her salad plastic container to eat, but she was sad to realize they had forgotten to send her the ranch. We both looked inside the 2 bags of the delivery and there was nothing. So she contacted the restaurant to let them know in case this happens again in the future. All was okay. We had a nice evening. She ate half the salad from the plastic container, but it was too dry, so she closed the lid and put it in the fridge. The next day, she opened the fridge and I hear her scream. I come to the kitchen only to see her holding the plastic container closed with the salad ranch inside it, taking the space of the salad part she ate the night before. We were both amazed and surprised. There was no way in hell that the ranch was inside the whole time because she was literally eating from it. Still to this day, we cannot explain what happened. We just look at each other and laugh when we remember it because we have no way of rationalizing it. Is it time to stop time? Posted by Consistent Theory 8230. Okay, so this was earlier on this year, February, so pre-lockdown UK. It is in geography class and we are told to do a timed task, 10 minutes. Normal. Everybody is talking and it is 5 minutes, 34 seconds left. I was turning back round to get back to my work, then bam, silence. I can't move. Timer stops, but it is not paused. No awkward silence. I try everything. My head is stuck in position and the position of my head lets me see that everyone is frozen. About 5 seconds tick by and everything resumes. I asked everyone I could, including my teacher, including my family, including my friends. It was weird. Nobody even acknowledged it. I was the only one who felt it. This is the second time that time has stopped. What do you think it was? Time glitch? Unseen assailant grabs my dog's leash. Posted by environmental_I970. So this just happened about 20 minutes ago. I'm still shaking, and I apologize for any mistakes. I let my dogs outside after getting home from work. My dogs have a runner. If you don't know, it's a line that you tie off from your house to a tree or something in your yard that has a small roller attached, with another leash attached to the roller, giving the dog a wider space to roam. My dog is walking around to pee, and she just stops. I thought this was weird because I work 10-hour shifts. Surely she needs to pee somewhat urgently, but she's just staring in one direction and panting. She wasn't running or jumping at all prior. After about 5 minutes of this, the other dogs were done and playing, and she's still just staring and panting. I let the other two in, then called her name. She turned to run to me, and I swear to the gods, her leash tightened up, as if it was fixed to something in midair that I couldn't see. I freaked the fuck out hard and jumped into the yard and detached her leash. The moment I put my hand on it, I could literally feel the force from the other side pulling hard, but not violently. Enough to pull my dog's weight at least. But as fast as I put my hand on it and felt this, that pressure dissipated and became a normal leash again. I'm never going to forget the image of my yard in the dark. My dog entranced with something out of my field of vision, and her leash becoming as straight as a board, even pulling her collar off of her neck, enough to see the imprint her collar leaves in her fur. Too long didn't read, dog's leash pulled by ghost.